morning. We're out early today because we're going to London and we're getting this train coming in now. There it is. I'll switch cameras. First train in the up direction. So we'll go to Mirfield with this one. We're getting the Grand Central service to King's Cross. Right, let's head to Mirfield. It's a bit too dark outside still to do any filming outside the window, but anyway, let's get to Mirfield now and we'll get on the Grand Central service. Right, here we are. Platforms 1 and 2. Hey, it's quite a lot here for this one. There's a Leeds one, it's late, isn't there? So, it's just gone as the one we got off over there. Platform 2, as you know, is not used very much for stopping services, that is. Anyway, it's not the next train, it's the one after. 7:39 to Leeds is cancelled, at least we don't need that. Yeah, it's the second one we want. Right, this is a down stopper that's delayed, but of perhaps more interest is this. A freight hauled by a 60. I'd imagine it's Drax Power Station to Liverpool Docks. A bit annoying, all this crap that's in the middle here, all these trees. So this one's late because it's got held up at Marsden for some reason and it's not recovered. This train has taken virtually all the passengers from here now, so there's not that many waiting to go to King's Cross. See you later. The freight is crawling up there because it's probably coming down to a red signal. There's a fast service here on platform 2, which is Hull to Piccadilly. Over to platform 1. I think there's one going the other way as well. Won't be going quite as fast, I don't think, this one in the down direction, because he's only got a yellow there, unless it steps up to a double or a green. The freight is still just on the end there. It's obviously waiting for that one to head off. Yeah, it's here now as the Hull train, but it's not stopping here, this one. It's just got checked down. It'll fly past the other one then at Dewsbury. Looks like a double formation as well, it is. Right, so it should be next one here now. Should be ours, I think. Right, the signal is flashing. Yep, cheers. And here is our train to King's Cross. A little bit late, but not much. And it's probably going to get most of the time back, I would think, before it even gets to Doncaster. We hope. So, for the first time in quite a while, we're going to take this train right through to the cross. Right. Leaving Mirfield. It's a very convenient changes, this station from Cottingley. At least I find it is anyway.
Ladies and gents, next stop for this service, in around 10 minutes time, we'll wait for your Kirkgate.
Right, Monkhill now. Next stop's Doncaster. Now just south of Stevenage now, just gone past Nebworth. And we've walked up a path not so far from here now, which I think is where where this hedge is, the second hedge, going off up into the woods. Don't know why it's going slow, but yeah, we've walked up that path there a few years ago. Welling Viaduct coming up shortly. This is Welling North and now the viaduct. And when we got those photographs, which I'll freeze one into this, it was down there. Still no sign of a second viaduct there yet. And now it goes back on the 4 tracks for the rest of the journey. Right, so we made it to the cross and we're on platform 9, oddly enough, which is, let's see if we get out this way, platform 8. Actually, you won't need to go through the barrier. I don't know why they put us on 9, but anyway, we'll walk down here. Right, here we are outside the Great Northern Railway's former terminus at King's Cross. So, we'll have a wander down to Marylebone via Regent's Park and then get on the train there out towards Aylesbury Vale Parkway, and I will do that walk which I thought we would do from is it Wendover to Little Kimble. So that's the plan of action. I ain't got my sunglasses on yet, that's right. Anyway, let's get on to Regent's Park now. It's only a short walk from here. Let's do it. So looking back at King's Cross, there's a few stalls and whatever. Bit of a market here. So yeah. This is St Pancras next door. Just look at the magnificence of the Midland Main Line terminus. The Midland Railway's former terminus. It was obviously built later and they wanted to beat King's Cross for splendour. And I think they've certainly done that. Now he's just going past Euston now, which is the southern terminus of the West Coast Main Line, the former London and Birmingham Railway, LNWR. That's over there. So I'll keep going a bit further. We'll come to Baker Street and then Marylebone. I've just walked from down there. I finally got into Regent's Park and there's a fountain. I think there'll be a bit more to it than this as we get further in. I just thought we'd do this first and then walk on to Marylebone. Right, here we are. I'll go straight across here. This is like a big circle, is this now, we're on here. But we'll go through. There should be a cafe somewhere. We'll get a cup of coffee or tea or whatever in the bun. Let's go down this way. Just looking back here now, and someone's put a lot of hard work into planting all these rose trees. They're fantastic. I wonder if there's any fruit bushes anywhere you can help yourself to. Yes, you know what I'm hinting at. Red currants. Although up in there now because it's out of season, well out of season. There's a nice little lake here. Let's walk down this way and turn left. The weather again is nice for October. It's not really a bridge as such, it's more of just a walkway across the bog. It hardly feels like we're in the centre of London. We're so far away from any significant buildings. Unbelievable. Where's the cafe? I think it's just down here. Keeping the place tidy will take some effort, it will. With leaves everywhere. Aha, this could be possible. I think it is. Just look at the views here now. There's even a bandstand of some sort here. Oh, look. Some plants there ready to go in that flower bed. It'd be nice coming in the middle of summer, wouldn't it? In the high summer season, it'd be full of flowers and plants. Anyway, there's a bridge just round to the left somewhere down here now, so we'll head over that and onto Marylebone. Right, here's the bridge. So let's head over to the opposite side. It'd be nice to bring the drone here, but whether you could fly it or not round here, not. Not close enough to any airport to be a concern, I think, are we? Anyway. It's fairly wide. It's brilliant, is this? Right, it's Marylebone, one of London's lesser used terminal stations, and I believe it's now the only one without any form of electrification. There it is. So let's head in here and get the next available train. So Great Missenden first. We'll tick that one. Chiltern Railways abound here now. And this looks actually a bit like an old Wrexham and Shropshire Marylebone Railway service, does this? That's the sort of formation you've got. I mean, just look at the first class on this. This is way better than Avanti if you go to Birmingham. Just look at that. It's a bit difficult with the reflection. It's fantastic, is that? Now then, this is our train here for Aylesbury Vale Parkway, and we'll go as far as Great Missenden, and hopefully we just get the next one behind it then. Right, here we go. It's a long time since we've been in and out of this station. Marylebone. It's where you can get an advance card, isn't it? A chance on Monopoly. Take a trip to Marylebone station. If you pass go, collect £200. Well, sadly we didn't pass go. We didn't collect £200. But still, we've scored it again. Scoring a few more stations a bit later on. That's the West Coast main line there, and straight into another tunnel. So that's Chalfont and Latimer. Obviously we're actually on the same tracks as the underground Met line run on at the moment. So I wouldn't have got the feather there, because obviously we're not going to do it to Cheshire. It's only Met line trains that go to Cheshire. So one more stop, then we're on sort of back onto Network Rail track proper. Buckinghamshire now, anywhere out of Greater London. We're outside Zone 6. Now this is Amersham now. This is the end of the Metropolitan line. And start of Network Rail again. This is Great Missenden. There's even a crossover. And it's going to shine on it as well. Might get the odd train starting here in the morning, probably. Right, let's get off the train and tick it. So, Great Missenden, tick. Well, welcome to Great Missenden. It's another tick off the list of stations. I'm going to get the next train on in about half an hour, just under, onto the next one, which is Wendover, and then walk over to the other route from Princess Risborough to Aylesbury. Okay, so let's have a look around here for a bit, maybe get a cup of tea and a sticky bun or something like that. Okay. A nice array of shops here, isn't there? Now that we've just spotted this, I didn't know there was such a thing as a Roald Dahl museum. There's some kids down there, I think I'll go into it. Just a bit out of sight now, but anyway, yeah. I'll read that if you want to, I'll pause it if you want to read it. So, anyway, let's head up that way now. There's a foot crossing here we can officially use. There's not a lot here actually. Just go down to the bottom there and turn left and right, and that's about it. Anyway, train station's just over there, so we'll go over the bridge this time. Because it is actually a green tick station. I didn't realise this. I thought it was a yellow tick station. So able to see the railway shortly. So that's looking back towards London. And we're going up that way. You might not can't see that well. To Wendover. So just go down here, turn to the left. Right, just pop back to the station. I've just had a slight change of plan now. We'll just see this one go through, and then we'll have a little walk. Just a £2 affair is this one. I think there's a cafe just there on the station, so we'll check that out when we come back. I'm just have a walk down. We'll probably walk down and across that bridge over there in the distance, I guess. Right, I've just exited the station up this way this time. I'll turn left and left again immediately because it's a path. I can walk down here quite legitimately, even though it says it's a private road. Public footpath. So we're down here, not very far, and across the railway. Just come down here now, down this rather rough looking road, and you can go further, but we're going to go this way now. There's a path up here. Now is it oh, it's an underpass. I thought it might have been a foot crossing. It's a little walkway underneath. This is narrow and fairly low as well. About 2 metres, just over 6 foot high. You didn't have to duck. Yeah, I'll go to the end and turn right onto the main road, I think it'll be. It's a handy little path. Just turn left in here now. That is not to the main road, it used to be. But there's a replacement main road, like a bypass further over. You can see the traffic on it in the trees up there. So let's go over here. Ah, it says footbridge, but I don't really think it's necessary, is it? Well, can't be asked walking on that, we don't need to. It's a bridge over nothing. Obviously there has been some sort of a stream here, and the lake has just gone. It's dried up. It's supposed to be a lake there. Oh well. According to the map there is. Check it at the end of the video, because I'm recording this walk now. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? Do you know, it just reminds me of the Manor Bourne. I don't think it is Grantley though. It's very similar. Anyway, I'll keep going up here. You can see the main road there, it's the A413. is that. No idea when it was put in, but it's won't be all that recent, I don't think. Just come up there now, and I think we're going to head down here. But this is the this is that group of kids again, and this is the main A413 now that's replaced. Hiya again. So that's the new road looking south. Right, and now back on the old A413, and I don't know how on earth it would have managed before that bypass was put in. It's so narrow, is this? Right, we're back to the station now. The Riva bus here, where that's going. 41, no idea. Anyway, let's get something from the cafe, shall we? If there is a cafe. I thought there was. Is there not? No, it's our next train. 13:39 from here. So short formation is this for this area? It is. It's almost like being back in West Yorkshire. So one stop with this to Wendover, and then we'll head over to Little Kimble. Slightly longer walk. We just left Great Missenden, so we're now back out into the Buckinghamshire countryside. Very quick because it's driver only, isn't it? Right, so welcome to Wendover. The old Great Central footbridge there, which looks a little bit tatty. But anyway, I think we'll be heading out up that way in a few more. We'll just see it leave. Right, Wendover, tick. So we're going to walk across the Little Kimble. That bridge isn't accessible, I don't think. At least it's not from the platforms. So in fact, yeah, that's where you'd have gone up, where the bike is here. You'd have gone up there. So that hasn't been used for some years, I don't think. Let's head out now. Oh, there's a MOD vehicle, a coach of some kind. What's this? Oh, it says footpath closed. And there's a diversionary indication of some kind. Right, we've just come up from the station there, and look what's here. Shoulder of Mutton pub. I think we'll see if they do food. That was good. That pub is a winner. It really is. Anyway, let's have a walk up here now to Little Kimble. So I'm not walking back down there, restart it, we'll just keep going. I know we've done about 100 yards, but anyway, it was good. That had what did you have? Chicken and something pie. Something. Yeah, it was really nice. It was a chicken, like a chicken and mushroom and steak pie, whatever, with some vegetables. Lovely. So, yep. Look at this station there. It's been really spoilt as this area by that road. They ought to have built it further across. That's not good, in my opinion. I don't doubt the need of the road, but to put it so close to the railway and to the station like that has really spoilt it. It has. Reminds me a bit of Welsh Pool. Right, the train station's just back down there, and so is that pub. So, up here now. There's a division of 4 paths here. We want the middle right, ideally. But I bet we get it wrong. How are we supposed to know? Oh, let's just take this one up for best. About a week's wages, it's wrong. I was right, it is wrong. So we need to be up this way. I want to go up Bakeham Hill, which is quite steep. Not very long, but quite steep. So it's not up there, it'll be this one. And the autumn colours are at their best about now, I think, before we finally get into winter. The views here are fantastic. Anyway, let's keep going up this hill. Google Maps says it takes about an hour to walk to Little Kimble, but that is on roads. So might take us just a shade longer. So I don't really want to miss the train in King's Cross this evening, unless of course Grand Central screw up. What a view. I think that is Haddington Hall. Look at the map over there, that building right on the middle of the woods. I don't swear to it, but I think it could be Haddington Hall. Not as steep as I expected this path to be. I thought it would be a right scramble. Anyway, just come up there and there's a sign here about Bakeham Hill. So pause it if you want to read it. A bit cooler in here now because it's enclosed in trees. And we're not the only ones walking up and down here, are we? Now we could go down there, but that will miss out another hill. There's also, well, supposedly a path up there, but anyway, we're going to go this way. We'll go up Combe Hill, and then we just turn right straight down. Oh my word, look at this. Yeah, Combe Hill, part of the National Trust. Look at that monument up there. Wow. That looks pretty striking. Just looking back, we just come from down that way, and again the views are fantastic. If anyone had said I'd be doing this walk in October in shorts, I'd have said get stuffed. But here we are, and we're doing it. Let's see what this monument is for. Wow, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm tempted to say it's on the level with Hebden Bridge and Studley Pike. There must be some info somewhere. Oh, doesn't say what it's for, though, does it? Crikey, the views are fantastic. Do you know, I'm tempted to stay up here for a bit, actually. This is what it's for. South Africa. So, yeah, I thought it was a war memorial. It is, to a degree. Right. Just look at this. There's a golf course down there. Yeah, we're going to have quite a descent here now. I think we're going to go down there next, but I'll check it. There's another hill over there. You know, the Chilterns are absolutely beautiful. The path over there as well. Better just check it. Right, so I've turned left from the monument, and we won't go through Butler's Cross now. We'll go this way. Take the next right down the hill. It's slightly longer, but not much. But, if we do miss that, what's it? We'll just go straight to Aylesbury, the next one. There's a right turn coming up shortly. Afternoon. Anyway, I think it's August, wouldn't it? Indian summer, is that what they call it? Now we came across there where that gentleman is across yonder. On the higher path, of course, not the lower one. I went up there, nearly going the wrong way. It's almost a reversal of paths as that, but anyway, we're down here now to the main road. Well, a road anyway, it's a main road. This is quite a descent now down here. Just come out of there now, and it's down this way now. It's like dog leg. It's not a main road, but it's a decent road, obviously. It's yellow on the map. So there's another path off to the left at an angle shortly. Some nice little houses down here, there is. Looking back, and now this is the path which you saw from where the monument was. Straight over this field now. I think we'll do that 15:40 after all, even though we did sit up there for a few minutes. In fact, looking back, you'll probably see that monument again. Looking back, and yes, you can see the monument again. Right up there. Anyway, let's keep going up here. We're still about half an hour, maybe just under. So I still don't think we're gonna miss the 15:40. You can still see the monument up there where we were a few minutes ago. Looking back, a couple with a dog there. Right, we've almost crossed this field. Looking at the path, it obviously gets quite a lot of use. It does. Just come out from the path there on the left, and it says private access further up, so it's not really a path up there, but it is down here now, so head down this way. Stunning views. If you ever come here again, I'm going to walk up that hill. This is absolutely fantastic. See if we can combine it with a visit to Princess Risborough Railway, that heritage railway, maybe next year, if we can. Now we just come from the left there, where it says Butler's Cross and Aylesbury. So, what was the bus here? What's that? 300 to Aylesbury. Oh, could have always got that if needs be, but anyway, we'll go for the train. Might have to get a bus from Aylesbury to Aylesbury Vale Parkway, because I don't want to have to wait too long. Oh, the opposite direction, my word, it's a fairly busy service, I think, isn't it? The look of it, it's actually just two have just passed each other. It's an emergency, it's an ambulance. Where that's going. Anyway, it's only just down here now, a few minutes is the station. Yeah, here we are, little Kimble. Train station straight ahead. Now I don't know just why the station is here when it ought to really be another quarter mile further on. Much better for the village if it was. I think Jeff Marshall's been here in the past, because isn't it Aylesbury station? Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I seem to remember him doing a video on this one. And just imagine living right there. That is convenience with a very big sea. Right. Little Kimble. It's only single track, of course, as well. So we're going that way and the signal's cleared already. So I got 5 minutes, which is what I wanted, to wait. Well anyway, this is Little Kimble, so this is another tick when we get on the train and tick it off, score it. And we're just going to go one stop to Monk's Risborough and then walk into Princess Risborough. That's the plan. Then come back through here to do Aylesbury and Aylesbury Vale Parkway. Okay? Not sure if it's a request stop or not. I'll give my hand signal anyway, just to be sure. And it's actually going all the way to Marylebone, is this? It's not a shuttle service just from Aylesbury to Princess Risborough like I thought it was. Right, Little Kimble, tick. Right, Monk's Risborough, so there's another tick now. Looking down towards Princess Risborough, and this is looking back to where I've just come from. Hey, it's a 1-0 job. Monk's Risborough, tick. Just come down from the station up there, railway bridge there. I'm going down this way now. We haven't got a lot of time, so I might just run straight there if we can. It's not very far. Just about done this. It's not much been a walk, more of a jog as this. Princess Risborough. Right, we've done it and train it in sight yet. So, I imagine we'll need to be on the opposite side. As soon as they put it down platform back. Why they took it out, sod knows. Typical BR cost cutting. Because it really was ready for closure, was this line all the way down. It was so underfunded and everything. Yeah, down platform is what we need. The Chiltern and Princess Risborough Railway coming here now on the far side, I think. And I think what will be platform 4. Right, this is our next train. A minute or two late, but nothing too serious. We would have got it if it'd been on time anyway, because, yeah. Right, you one stop with this, straight back to here, and then over to Aylesbury, hopefully. Oh, this is busy. There, we did it. So, Princess Risborough, tick. Right. Haddon and Tame Parkway, tick. So we're not going to go very far from the station here, obviously, because we're getting the next train south in a few minutes. I wonder which was the original platform. Because this station, actually, when it was reopened the same day as Sandland Agbury in West Yorkshire near Wakefield. Right, here's another train that we're going to get now. Hopefully just back to Princess Risborough, then over to Aylesbury. We shall see. It's another 168. Very similar to 170s, aren't they? Haddon Tame Parkway, tick. Right, this is the train we just got back on at Haddon Tame Parkway to here to Princess Risborough again, so we're just going to wait for the next one now back to Aylesbury. One coming off the branch, heading straight through to Marylebone. The one we get is just a shuttle service from here to Aylesbury, so we'll hopefully be alright to do that. Marylebone by High Wycombe. There's an express going through the through road shortly. Might look look of it. Here it comes. This is coming at a rate of knots. There's a down service coming as well. There's quite a lot of school kids that get trains in this neck of the woods, isn't there, to school? Now there's a down service coming through now. Is that a unit? Or it's another unit, Oxford. We'll have to do that service one day. Around that new curve. Right, here was our next train, just over to Aylesbury.
The next train at platform 3 is the 16:55 service.
Just a shuttle service to Aylesbury. So I just say Aylesbury full stop now, not High Wycombe, they can't do that. Just leaving Princess Risborough for a second time, this time we're heading for Aylesbury. Now imagine that box has been closed for some time. But if it does do anything now, it'll probably be for the the Heritage Railway over there. Possibly. No, maybe not. It's a big box, is that? So that's the line to Birmingham in the north. We just walked past that field earlier. Down there where those girls are. We didn't walk along the path though, wouldn't have had time. Look at Monk's Risborough again, but we're going straight through this time. This is Little Kimble again. I think it ought to be really be another quarter mile further north really, it would be better for the village. I quite like the Chiltern Railways colours now. Sort of like dark blue with light blue edges. Quite good. Coming up to a level crossing here now. I wonder what this is like. It's just a barrier. Road closed up there for whatever reason. I thought that might have been an open crossing there with no lights or anything, just to give way sign actually. It's slow. Come along the side of the main line now from Amersham and London Marylebone that way, the more direct line I would say. So we're going to just nip down to Aylesbury Vale Parkway next and then straight back to London. Looks like it's platform 3, unless I've changed the platforming arrangement here. 1 can only be accessed by trains to Marylebone direct via Amersham. 2 and 3, or 2 we can do either 3, it's just this line I think. Let's tick Aylesbury. I'm not sure actually tick this station actually as well, but we'll see. Right, we've just nipped out at Aylesbury town. If that's me, just says Aylesbury, but it'll probably be Aylesbury town as such. Now then, someone was saying about a Morrison's, were they? There's one right there, and in fact quite a large one by the look of it. Anyway, we're going to nip down that way shortly to the Parkway station, and then head back here and back to back home eventually, hopefully. So yeah, I just thought I'd come out and tick Aylesbury properly. So that is I think it's just a single track there actually to Aylesbury Vale Parkway. The lines on the left of that 30mph sign, I think they're just sidings. It has been upgraded down there obviously for a passenger service, more regular than just the occasional special to Quainton Road. Anyway, let's get back down here now and back onto the station. Right, there's an up service arriving on platform 3. It should be platform 1. I don't know why it was changed. I'm sure that was 1 before, but anyway, So it's Marylebone via Amersham.
This station is a no smoking area. This includes the use of e-cigarettes.
And now to the Parkway should be arriving shortly. And here's our train to the Parkway station, Aylesbury Vale Parkway. I think this is busy. Yes, it is. Right, this is Aylesbury. Tick. Let's get on to the former Great Central, as it was. Just a short distance to the Parkway station. Platform. I'm not sure there's a platform on the main line or not. Soon find out when we get there. Yeah, branching right now. Now that's a bit rusty. Is that? Not a lot uses that. And this is the Parkway station now. It is on. Yeah, I thought this would be it, just as I suspected. Parkway. Right, Aylesbury Vale Parkway, we've done it. Tick. That's heading back to London shortly, so we'll just go down here briefly just to go out the station. Well, we've done it. Aylesbury Vale Parkway, tick. There's quite a lot of things to do here, isn't there? There's some shops and businesses and all that. So yeah, it's not entirely just a car park by a station for whatever, but yeah. Pretty good. If I had time, I'd pop in there for a bit. But anyway, it's just a furniture shop, isn't it? I thought there might be a cafe in there. But anyway, right. Let's go back to the station now. Back on the train. What we've done covers it. It's ticked. Right now, this station, if it'd been me designing it, would have been totally different. The platform would have been on that side, over there. So you wouldn't have had to have come right round the end of the terminal track there like that to get on here. You wouldn't have done. Plus I'd have had, in fact I'd have probably just had a loop on the single track here with two platforms one either side for when that line gets brought back into use, because I'm sure that's only a matter of time before the main line up there towards the north gets brought back. Anyway, let's get on this now, back to Aylesbury, work our way home. Just left Aylesbury Vale Parkway, heading back to Aylesbury now. It does appear to work through, does this train, even though it's advertised. There's the loop that we're passing, we're not using it. It's got a decent shine on it, so it obviously gets used fairly often. Almost certainly within peak hours.
The next station is Aylesbury. This train terminates here. All change. Please ensure that you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police.
Right, we're now leaving Aylesbury, heading back into London. And it's not been a bad day so far, has it? Well, pretty good, I'd say. Weather, fantastic. So going straight to, not straight to Marylebone now, we're going to jump off at Harrow on the Hill, take the Met line straight to King's Cross, to save us prattling around. We should do it easily enough, I would think. This This is Stoke Mandeville. Sadly, we can't do this because there isn't time. So we'll have to come back for Stoke Mandeville. Now back at Wendover. This is where we started that walk from. Harrow on the Hill we are now. We just jumped off the Chiltern service and we're now on the Metropolitan line heading straight to King's Cross. Or King's Cross St Pancras. And this is what this one will do. Let's get on it. I think they open up. Way out here. King's Cross St Pancras. So actually we've got a few minutes to spare, well at 10 or 12. Right, here we are. This is our train to Bradford. We've cut this pretty fine. Only 8 minutes to go. So let's get on it. I think we're going through the new tunnel. Yes, we are going through the new tunnel. Or the reopened tunnel. Yeah, first time. So we just left King's Cross now. This to Bradford. So there's not much else to film in. It's far too dark. So we'll just get straight to Mirfield. Hopefully. Do it. Right, we had to jump off the Grand Central one here at Wakefield Kirkgate to get this one now to Leeds because the Mirfield connection was not very unlikely. It was impossible. So I tried to go via Leeds. Right, we're at Leeds now on the 2247 Huddersfield. Details on screen. There we were. Just leaving now, a minute or two behind, but not too bad. And back to Cottingley, and it's job done for today. Okay, so leave the final shot to Cottingley. See you there. Half an hour later, or just over than planned, so we're back here at Cottingley, where we started. Oh, it's not a 1-0 job this time either. 4 passengers, nobody's got on, but 4 got off, myself included. So we'll let this train play us out, and that's it then. For today, it's been quite a long day.